Hey guys, good morning. I'm trying to finish up this wall here when it's a little bit cool this morning. The sun's coming up pretty fast, and I'm going to finish the screws and stuff at the top, and then I'm gonna work on my window. And that's all I'm gonna do this morning. This afternoon, when it cools off, I'll come around. I think I'm gonna try to fill this in, and that's my plan. And show you a little bit on the inside here, but I'm gonna finish this wall here first this morning and get all screwed up so it'll be up. And then what we're gonna do inside here, now here's a little stove. It'll be set right in this area here. And I think him and I are gonna put a sink here somewhere. And we're gonna come with a wall, at least a 4-foot wall, full wall here to right here. So I don't have no draft air blowing in on top of my heater. And I may have a half wall going on over to this post over here. Let me turn this around here for you. I have a full wall here. 4 foot out. That'll take any kind of a draft air circling around or whatever and blowing on my heater when I'm trying to cook, okay? Like it would be inside of a house. But being we're gonna be closed off in here, I'm thinking about this 4 foot over to here is 8 foot, is having a half wall, 4 foot high. So we get some air coming in the top, get some airflow, okay? If not, you're gonna be like in a box. Now this here window will be framed with a little window frame in it, and we'll have a shelf here with a fan here. So we're gonna get some air, but I don't want it to be like a little boxed in and get hot in here. So that's something we talked about doing, and I'm gonna work on this back wall here today. I gotta get the back wall up before I can even measure where my stovepipe's going to go through and everything, and I got to get that done first. And I'm going to try to do that this evening late. Hopefully it'll be a little cool like it was yesterday evening, about 7:30 or 8. That's about when it cools down enough to work. But I'm going to finish this wall over here first this morning. And if I have time today, I may even go ahead and paint that wall out there. I got my window in first. I thought about putting a little window frame on the inside, but the more I think about it, it's gonna look weird just having trim out here. So I may just put the little window frame out here. It's gonna be protected from the weather. It'll be protected, put it on the outside, and I put a little trim in here if I want to. And a little curtain and stuff if I wanna close it. All right, that's my plan, and I gotta rewire my wire in here. I'm gonna take this old box out. I'll do that today too. And I'm gonna put it over here somewhere, an electrical box, in case I need it. And I'm gonna run a wire from it, attach it to it, and come on down here and put it on by this bar here, in case I need to plug something in over here, okay? That's my plan, so I'll show you when I get that going. Okay, from the inside, and then we'll paint that. All that should be painted. And I'll put a little trim around this inside this window. And now I've got to fill in this here. And we'll do that one piece right here in a few minutes. And I haven't my feet up yet, then I'm gonna go feet up before it gets too hot. All right guys, I've got this wall done. And I gotta do this wall this afternoon. And so we got that done, okay? And I'll do the floor and stuff this afternoon. I got to put a trim piece in the bottom along that edge. We kept that up off the edge when we built this because at the time, so we could wash it out and have drainage. But I'm not going to be washing this out over here no more, so I don't need that. So I'll close that up, that little crack. And we're going to paint this all in here. But I'm hot and I'm tired. And I've got that part done. That wall is done. All I got to do is paint it. And this afternoon, I may work on this wall over here. And get it done. But Heidi and I are gonna take a break right now and go feed up and kick back. Every time I come by this little pond and I see the job that Jake and I guess Bree and Lissa did cleaning all those weeds and stuff out, I'm just blown away by it. So much prettier and cleaner. And I know they worked it. I could see them out there dragging that stuff out with some kind of big old rake that they had on a rope. You'd throw it out and drag, and I know that stuff's heavy. Did an awesome job. Awesome job. Real proud of it. Heidi and I are going to make a little circle back here in the pasture, just kind of make sure everything's all okay. I got some treats for the cows. Moses, I just got through feeding Ivan and Miracle and Amy, and visited with them a little bit. Now we'll go down and throw some things out for the cows. Then we're going to go back and separate the goats. Let the mama goats, well, yeah, Johnny and Duke too, out. Hey, funny thing, I got to think the name of it. I'll have to read it to you here in a minute. In the magazine, they post these pictures of different people with their animals. And these pictures are of all kinds of folks with animals in this magazine. I'm going to see if I can find the name of it real quick for you. Hang on one second. I'm going to stop right here in the shade. I don't want Heidi to get hot. You know how hard she works. So hang on. I'm going to look. Yeah, here it is. My buck Duke loving his pawpaw, Gene Morrow. That's so cute, ain't it? Is that a magazine? That's awesome. I love that. All right, we're going to go. I just wanted to show y'all that. I was looking at that this morning. I thought, oh my goodness. Let's see where these guys are. I'm pretty sure they're probably in the shade. They're probably over here close to that water. They always go hang out around the old water holes as it heats up during the day. And that's where we're going to head over here first. And if they are, we're going to give them some cookies, some treats. Oh, this is going to be fenced into Lester's. They better get used to going somewhere else. There's several other water holes. Yeah, that's where they're at. I'm going to stop here in the shade. Come on, people. Let's go, people. Come on, lazies. Let's go, lazies. Old Princess says, I ain't lazy. I'll come for a cookie in a heartbeat. Yeah, I'll have to take Moses to it. He just ain't gonna do it. I have to bring it to you. Come on. Come on. I'm serious. I'm not coming over there for you. You talk about lazy. Son, does Papa got to bring it to you? I'm not doing it, I promise you. I'm going to leave it right here. Right here. Okay, that's it. We don't care, do we, Hattie? No, we ain't going to worry about it. We're not going to worry with his lazy butt. He wants me to bring it to him. No, I'm not going to do it, Hattie. I'm not going to do it. We're just going to drive off. And the other girls are going to come back over here. They're going to be greedy guts. And they're going to start grabbing it. And then he's going to get mad. Then he's going to come out and start shoving them around. Lazy dude. All right. He wins. We'll take him a mouthful. That's all I'm going to take him to. Just a handful. This ain't right. This is not right. Okay? You listen to me. What you're doing is bull. Yeah, bull. Just like you. Bull. There you go. Well, I'm so glad you like them, okay? I'm so glad. You're ridiculous. That's what you are, is ridiculous. Walk way off out here. He is too lazy. It ain't right, Heidi. Papa, I know it. I know it ain't right. All right, let's get on back. Let them goats out, okay? Let's go. There's yours. That was yours, baby. Those are all yours. You like cookies too, don't you? Let's get going. I had to feed her over here by herself. She's lazy too. They're all lazy. Well, they over here now. Especially Princess. Princess thinks there's a cookie. She'll run a mile for it. It's bumpy out here, guys. I'm gonna try to ease through here a little bit. My dad called these old pines the twin pines. I can see them here. They're big, but they're kind of twisted around, but they're side by side. And this is actually the highest point of these back pastures. The river will come up all around, and these two pines will still be standing above. Now eventually it'll get, water comes right in too sometime. But they're the last two things to get water on them. High water. My dad always called them twin pines. So if he's going to build a camp house back here, that would be the place to build it, right there beside those twin pines. It'd be the last place to get water. A hurricane, we had an old camp house back here, pretty nice little camp house, and Hurricane Harvey got it. Actually, we've had two. We had one years ago right up in there in a shady area. It wasn't built very high. Naturally, we lost it. We knew we were probably going to lose it the first flood. We kind of built just enough to play in. But when we rebuilt up on this other end, we built it tall. We built it high up there. The porch went out over the river. You sit out on that porch and you hear the water almost like running underneath you. There was not a waterfall, but like an old log underneath the water. The water would ripple over it, make that sound. You know how water runs over rocks and stuff? Oh, it's a beautiful sound. Anyway, Harvey got it. Took it down. Took it down, Heidi. Because we had water right through here, about 12 foot deep. You can imagine. Yeah, even old twin pines got water all up on them in. Our old camp house right over beside that big pine. One that Harvey got. All right, we're going our way back home. There's my little spot. But they can't find me. That's where I'm at. Let's get across here and get them goats. All right, I gotta go get the mail. There's a bunch of us on here. Say hi. Say hi? Okay. She's gonna spend the night with you and I. We're excited. Carly's staying the night with Tina. And Coda. Yeah, I see it, baby. Yeah, it's not poo-poo, it's pine cones. She saw pine cones, she says, poo-poo, poo-poo. That's not poo-poo. Anyway, she's gonna spend the night with us. My three little partners. My partners in crime. We gotta get the mail. I know. Come on, Bull. Come on, Granny. Come on. Don't you get off. You stay right there. Oh, I know, buddy. I got your stuff. I got your stuff. I got your stuff. Not my fingers. Not my fingers. Here. Megan asked me a while ago, she says, what does goats like the best? I said, animal crackers, goat treats, and vanilla wafers. Now, these are animal crackers. And I told her, everything likes those. Everything. From Ivan to the cows, to the goats, to Heidi, to Kippy. They all like animal crackers, vanilla wafers. Don't get down. Get back over beside Heidi. I'm coming. Heidi, you want one? Yeah, here. Here, Heidi. Here, Kip. You can have one too. You want one? You can have a cookie. You gotta take the pacifier out of your mouth. No. Let me hold your passy. I'll hold it. Is it good? Is it good, baby? Okay, I'll get you off. Here's another right here, okay? There's another right by your leg. Yeah. I think probably start feeding these kids animal crackers. Yeah, they're gonna start feeding y'all. Everybody gets animal crackers. Oh, these two get along great, don't they? Look at them. They share the plate. And look at these. Look at these people. Look at these people. Ah. You ready? I'll get this baby. Hey, take this baby. What am I gonna do with this baby? Got it by the neck. Okay. That's good. Alright, let's go home and see G, okay? Alright guys. I made a little loaf of bread this morning. It's my same little recipe. It's almond flour, however you want to say it. Well, I told y'all the ingredients before. And sourdough. But look, I started this here this morning. I refed the sourdough. This is a San Francisco sourdough. And I used all of it except for right down here at the bottom. And I fed it. Look at that stuff go. It is going. Look at all them bubbles in there. Yeah. Awesome. So I'm real proud of that. Real proud of it. And I think I'm going to take this in here in a minute when I go in. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to do a full loaf on my little, and it won't be sourdough, it's a regular loaf of bread, on my little Elite Gourmet. I want to do a full loaf, let it go completely through the cycle, let it do it all, and take it in for G and everybody to see. And if I do have the time to do it, I'll video it, okay? All right, I'm gonna cut this video off. I mentioned that about the pond, about Jake in this video. They did a great job out there. Jake come through a while ago and said, Pawpaw, wait. I stopped. He says, you see the pond? I said, yes, Jake, I did. I even mentioned it in my video. He said, look good, huh? And I said, Jake, it's the best it's looked in years. That old stuff starts growing in there. It starts along the edge. It keeps just going out further and further and further. And now he's got it pulled back all the way out of there to the edge. And it looks good. The water looks better, more clear and good. The cows ain't got to go so far out to get a drink. They was having to wade out there about waist deep to get past that old grassy stuff to get a drink if they wanted to drink at that pond. Anyway, they did a great job. Him and Alyssa and Bree, all three of them worked on it. All right, I'm going to cut this off and get out to you guys. Hope you enjoy it. You guys take care. All right. Oh yeah, before I close, I want to show you. If you see this in here, but you can see the bubbles are starting. You see the bubbles are starting, very few. This was some I had in the refrigerator, been in there probably for 2 weeks. I took it out, or took a portion out, about a half a cup or cup maybe, and fed it with flour of equal amount and a little bit of water, stirred it all up good, and you just put it back in. You can see it starting to come alive again. It's been dormant, more or less, inside the refrigerator all this time, but I guarantee you by tomorrow, this stuff's gonna be working. It'll be like this one. This one's already had the active stuff, the stuff in the bottom from when I used that sourdough into here. It still has some at the bottom. So it was ready to go. This had to come from the refrigerator that had been dormant now for 2 or 3 weeks and be fed, and you see it starting to get little bubbles all up and down or some along the top. By tomorrow it should be doing good. And it's white, it's just regular flour. Kind of experiment with this stuff, you know, that's what I'm doing. It's called my lab. You know, that's what you do in a lab. All right, I love you guys. Catch y'all later. Take my bread and go in.